according to the White House, we have killed Al-Qaeda's number 2 guy, Abu Yahya al-Libi, or Libby. Was killed in a drone strike.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of details, but he's gone.
Number 2.
And as Gary pointed out, haven't we gotten the number 2 guy already? And I said, no, there's new number 2s.
It's like the hockey. Yeah. It's like the hockey playoffs. Like when the number 2 goes,
right,
they recalibrate, and then
number 2.1, number 2.2.
They just slide 3 up to 2.
Al-Qaeda reseeds.
You reseed the Al-Qaeda.
After you nix one of them.
And I actually thought there should have been a plan for 65 on the list.
65 and 66 should have played it.
Should have had it like a monkey bar off to play.
Do we have the playing deck? Do we have the cards anymore?
Remember the cards?
We are in Ace Broadcasting Studios. But I don't know.
The Ace of Spades.
There should be like a Forbes power ranking of Al-Qaeda's most powerful.
Did any casino carry the Al-Qaeda cards just for like one high stakes blackjack table?
I have the Iraqi ones.
They do.
Yeah.
You do?
They turn them into actual playing cards. And the money went to like the troops or something.
Can we? Oh, they always say that.
Allegedly.
How do you track that? How does one track that?
Also, I just thought of this, but we would. The drones, like back in the day, like in World War II, if you shot down some Messerschmitts, they'd put the swastika on the side of your plane, or they put the little Japanese flag, but that's how many you shot down. Like you got a sticker.
It's like a Buckeye that goes on your helmet.
Yeah, you got a good stick on the kickoff. You get a sticker on your helmet. Right. All right. So that's how they used to do it. These drones. They don't do anything to them. Now, I don't know what the sticker would be.
What is the sticker on
a little teardrop.
A little teardrop or a turban with a tear coming out of it or something. You know what I mean? We need something good, like a falafel.
I was going to say like some sort of a tub of hummus.
Hummus.
Yes. Just put it right on
hummus
there.
Doesn't read, though, on the side of the drone.
Yeah. Falafel balls, like a pile of falafel balls.
Yeah, like a ball,
this
like a
drone
falafel
is
ball.
insane. This drone has a pyramid of falafel balls. So.
Confusing, though. Is that a meatball? Did he kill an Italian? You know what I'm saying?
Yes. You don't know.
And again, hummus doesn't. No one sees a picture of hummus on the side of an aircraft and goes, "Look at all the hummus that guy's taking."
Right.
No, but we have to work out something. We should start fucking tagging these things too. Like, we would take our P-51 Mustangs and draw the shark mouth on them, and we do them up.
Yeah.
Why don't we do these things up? Somebody's got to paint, some devil horns or some shit on this.
Look, take it.
Pimp my drone.
Yeah.
I mean, if this was a couple years ago, I'd say take it to Chavez Ravine and just let it get tagged.
After the
8th inning.
Leave it there for a few innings.
Or truck nuts for your drone.
Yeah, well, aerodynamically, those aren't as sound as you'd like.
Yeah.
Those will slow things down, but a little spray paint's not going to hurt. All right, so number 2 is gone. It's
gone, yeah.
And good, because when every one of my Hollywood friends was talking about creating more terrorists, I was always like, well, last I checked, we were killing them, and that doesn't mean creating more. And I understand what everyone thinks, which is we're just pissing them off. But guess what? They were born pissed off, so let's waste them. I love these drones.
I love the drones, and also, like, you got to get rid of the people who have the ability to organize other people.
Not to quote the New Orleans Saints, but hit the head.
That's right, hit the head.
Hit the head.
Also, I would like this. I just thought of this idea. Since, we're all in the 1%, or at least I am, the hated 1%, paying several $100,000 in taxes every year is not that satisfying, especially when every 5 years you call 911 because a drunk guy crashed in the outside of your house, and they're like, well, could you think you could handle it yourself, or do we really need to send a cruiser up? It's wildly unsatisfying. Or when you go, hey, how about that school we use across the street, and someone goes, there's a lot of gangbangers in there and transvestites are teaching, and you're like, oh, we got to pay for a private school. There's nothing worse than paying hundreds of thousands of dollars in taxes, really getting nothing. But if I had a drone with my name on it, I feel a lot better about cutting that check.
Yes.
The Carolla drone.
Well, maybe I'd share one with Kimmel or the Sklar brothers. I'm not saying I can afford, but, I've probably bought a drone or two over the last 15
Would
years.
Would it work like a skybox? Just say, hey, look, I'm gonna pay for a few home missions. We'll get the first half of the season of the drone stuff.
It's his drone, but like if we want to jump in on your drone.
What if my cousin is in and he wants to be? Can we spray paint his name on the drone too? He's in.
Yeah,
we can throw him in there.
We'll go ahead and Velcro his name on there.
He's got to show up to the draft where you pick missions.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you find out, like, whose drone took out the second guy in Al-Qaeda, and it's cool. And then you'd finally find out it was some celebrity or some captain
that
of
was
industry.
Nicole Richie's drone.
God
fucking publicist.
I swear to God,
That's
the
her
publicist is amazing.
She's everywhere.
The thing was, it wasn't Nicole Richie's drone. That's how good the publicist is.
That's how good her publicist was.
You know what the name of that drone was? Passion fruit iced tea.
Right. Passion fruit.
I would definitely be into, as a matter of fact, instead of taking the money and just sort of giving a little bit to the schools and a little bit to the cops and a little bit, I'd like to just work out a deal where all my money went to drones.
Yes.
But then, look, you don't like drones, so all your money can go to the cops or the firemen.
Like when
you know
you're
what I
doing
mean?
your 401k
You
and
can
you're
decide.
just
Yeah. Here's where I want my
assigning
money to
different
go.
amounts.
Yeah.
Why not?
And I would say this. I don't know that a lot of people would choose the drones. So I don't think we're going to
Right.
go drone heavy in that situation. I think there are certain people who would do drones. You
That's right.
and a few other people. And then
No.
other people will be like, I'm going to schools.
I'd be like, I want to give it to animals.
Yeah, so I would go talk to
Puppies.
Tim Robbins and go, look, you're not buying a drone.
No.
You don't
You're
want
gonna
to.
do-
You
you're
want
gonna do school.
5% of your money going to a drone?
No.
I don't think so. Give it to the
Let's
schools.
take your 5%.
That's
So
right.
what we need is an organizer of the percentages.
That's
we need
right.
someone to go around and be like, all right, 5% from Robbins. We'll take that. We'll just smooth that.
Would it be like out of work stockbrokers?
Yes.
Yes.
Who would become the managers?
We'll get
of
them to
this?
work. We'll get them back on their
Yeah,
feet.
do it.
Yeah. And I would paint mine up like the Batmobile or something cool, or the Rams colors or something cool.
Yeah.
People
You
are
know?
expecting something really cool from you.
Well,
Based on your cars and
definitely
stuff.
some flames.
Flames, yes.
Definitely some flames.
Ooh, wait
Tires.
a second.
A bumper sticker.
Hold on a second. I might pick up a sponsorship.
What
Let's
if I
face
did
it.
get a sponsorship?
I get some-
Self-subsidize your
I get like
drone.
a malt liquor company to come on
I
board.
was going to say Home Depot. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
Home Depot.
Hey, we're doing it ourselves.
You know what I mean?
It's the weekend. Let's do it ourselves, America. Home Depot.
Yeah, Crown Royal or Home Depot.
If you do
or just
Home-
one of the, or maybe, like a NASCAR kind of thing. I'd have a couple of sponsors.
And
You know what I mean?
If you do
wait,
Home
wait.
Depot,
Well,
if you
hold
do
on a
Home
second.
Depot, I think there should be guys hanging out that you can pick up, day laborers hanging out in front of your drone, and then you just pick those guys up if you need them.
No, wait a minute. You just said I want it to be like a NASCAR thing, a couple of sponsors.
Yeah,
that's
I might
right.
pick up.
That's right, because NASCAR is just a couple of sponsors.
Well, what I
They don't
mean
really
is
have
this-
it's like 2 or 3.
I may have
door.
Rain-X or Tide sponsoring mine, but there's also room on the fender for an STP sticker.
Sure.
That's all I'm saying.
I love it.
And then as I'm doing my press conference, after my drone takes out number 2, someone puts a cap on me. Because you've arrived when someone puts a cap. It's either the worst day of your life or the best day of your life. You're either in the back of a cop car and some guy's getting your shit that just fell out over the sidewalk when they tased you and tackled you, and they're
Cover 'em
trying to
up,
get your
cover 'em
cap
up.
back on you, or you've just bought an NBA franchise.